you very much. Josh, Jacob, all seniors. I always hate it when I have to start talking about them being seniors and them going away. It's a tough thing. So we did a brave thing in there, or maybe stupid, depends on your opinion. Josh was doing the call, and Ben was doing the response. So most of you, many of you, some of you might know, hopefully all of them know, and I see some of my nice jazz band 2 friends in the audience, and we talk about a little bit of jazz history, and then there's a class that really focuses a lot on jazz history, but a lot of what we do came from the fields and the call and response that was going on, and so it's appropriate to do the call and response. It's part of our education, it's part of our ear training and learning how to hear things, and then we start hearing licks that we want to play in our solos, and we get better ideas. And what's one of the best ways to learn how to improvise better, guys? Oh, good, I have taught them something, I'm so happy. So that was Josh doing the call and the band responding. We rehearsed it a little bit, and we didn't pre-decide what we were going to play, other than there's a scale. And we have some more experimentation work we're going to do on that in the next 2 weeks. So next, I first heard John Weisbrot play the saxophone at the Kroger at Stone Ridge. Believe it or not. I know, that's strange. But nonetheless, he was playing with a friend of mine that actually went to Walnut Ridge High School. You know what? I'm just going to do this now. You know how I was talking about the first piece and Dave Mell, who arranged it, and what a profound effect he had on my life? Well, today I got a message from my very own high school band director, and who was later my supervisor in my teaching job in Columbus City Schools. This is many, many moons ago. But I had called him a couple weeks ago and invited him to come, and he texted me today. And so he told me he's going to be here. And where are you, Mr. Barry? Oh, there he is, seeing his lovely wife, Katie. Thank you for being here. So I heard him play with Dave McMahon there at the Kroger store. Dave McMahon was another Walnut Ridge. Fantastic, and he's a fabulous piano player, played everything. I think he played clarinet, flute, I don't know, violin, maybe all these instruments at the school. Fabulous piano player, and he and John are doing this gig back by the wine area in the store. I don't think they do it anymore, but I was like, whoa. And Mr. Shellhammer was teaching at Ohio State at the time, and he became acquainted with John in conducting class. And so it's a very common thing at the OMEA conference for you to have, the concert bands would have a guest conductor, maybe a guest soloist, but the jazz bands bring in a soloist, usually an adult of some kind. And so as I was thinking about this, I thought, what an appropriate person to ask. I think his tenor saxophone playing is out of this world. When he first got here, Emily, I didn't get a chance to tell her, he sat down, you should hear him play the piano. Yeah, he plays piano. He also teaches some people in the band some improvisation lessons. Wait, raise your hand. Okay, and he also teaches other instruments. But in addition, he just graduated. There's a little snippet in the program, so I don't need to tell you all this, but he's a brand new teacher. And so to me, again, along with him being a fabulous tenor saxophone player, jazz musician, he is also teaching. He just started teaching this year, and he's in his first experience teaching everything, music, at Woodcrest Elementary School down on Livingston Avenue, not too far from Walnut Ridge High School, where I graduated from high school. So would you please take a moment and recognize Mr. John Weisbrot. Welcome him to the stage. Body and Soul is a very recognizable tune, and I'm pretty sure it's #1 on the jazz standard list. Thank you.